Welcome to another episode of the King's Court Podcast, or as we call it, the Bethesda Brothers Podcast. I am joined again by my brother and great co-host, the legend Joey Caps. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, King. How are you?
I thought you were going to be doing stupendous. Well, I'm doing great.
I mean, stupendous. King, you gotta, I've said time and time again, you gotta be up here to be stupendous.
Well, I will get you up there.
Get me up there.
I will get you there before the podcast is over, because we're going to talk about some awesome things going on with Bethesda and Fallout 76. Did you know the 2-year anniversary of Fallout 76 is almost here? It is coming up very, very soon. I cannot believe it is almost 2 years since Fallout 76 came out. How much has this game changed in 2 years?
I mean, it's different. It's incredibly, it's entirely different. You basically have a brand new main quest line in the game since from day one. You know, it's different. It's a entirely, but it's for the better.
Yeah.
You know, I do miss the original 76 at times.
I do too. Yeah, I believe November the 14th will be the actual anniversary, the 2-year anniversary. But one thing that I think makes Fallout 76 so special is how much it changes and how much it can change. So with how much it has changed in the last 2 years, just think about how much it is going to change over the next year, over the next 2 years. That's what makes Fallout 76 so great. It's not a stagnant game. It's not a game that Bethesda just gave us and there it is. It's a game that keeps evolving, it keeps changing, and it's something that we can constantly be excited about, with new content coming literally every week, every month. And that's what we're going to talk about today. There is a lot of content coming before the year is up, and we're going to talk about some amazing things that is coming very, very soon. One thing that is going on right now is Season 2, and I was a little leery of this Season Pass and this coming into Fallout 76, because, to tell the truth, Season 1 was a bit of a grind, especially about the middle part of it. I don't know if you felt that way. I liked the setup. I liked the prizes it was giving us. I hated that it took some of the atoms away, but I thought this is going to get to be a bad grind before it's over with. But Season 2 feels a lot easier to me for some reason. It's just kind of speeding right on by. And there's a double score weekend that starts next week. So how do you feel about Season 2?
It's like you said. I feel like I'm going right up the scoreboard, to be honest with you. And that I mean, I know it's only 100 score points when you gain the 10,000 XP, but it's a lot easier to level up now in 76.
It is with one wasteland. Yes.
Yeah, with one wasteland, it's a lot easier. So maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
Maybe, but. I mean, we could be used to it, but I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Maybe they made it easier, which is fine with me, because it is a heck of a grind. You got to be on that game 24/7. Where I feel now, you don't have to.
No,
you don't have to play it every day.
No, and I think people realize too, you could even miss some days and it's fine. Bethesda's given us plenty of chances with the double score weekends, the double XP weekends, and given us those extra challenge days there at the end to let anybody catch up that wanted to catch up to finish the season. They were very good at getting people to catch up to finish. Anybody that wanted to finish could have finished that tried it all on Season 1.
Yeah. No, I mean, it almost makes you think that, will there be I mean, how many the double score weekends were there? Was it 2 or 3?
I know there were at least 2, but I think there were 2.
2, okay. I mean, because they're coming out with another one. Because I was going to say, I mean, probably not, but I was going to say, because that maybe we don't see a double score, but we're getting one anyway soon.
Well,
On the road.
I know
So,
in season 2 there's going to be 2 double score weekends and a double
right.
XP weekend. So, and that's probably what we got last time.
Double XP. I want double XP, especially with One Wasteland. I want it.
You know, I don't have it on my list to talk about, but we can touch on it. One Wasteland has really changed the game. I've heard a little bit of negatives. You know, some people saying it's too hard. If you feel that way, keep trying, work on your builds, adjust your perk cards, because if you can handle it, the XP that you can gain now is so much better in the Wasteland. You can level up so much quicker, and it is so nice. Now, even as a higher level player, the forest means something now. It's not a wasted area. You can go and get XP in the forest. You can go anywhere and get XP. And like I said, you can level up so much quicker. How do you feel about One Wasteland, Joe?
Yeah, the same thing. I mean, so, all right, I have a PC character, which is level 65, and a higher level character on my Xbox, much higher. I'm flying through the world. I'm gaining XP. I die here and there, but I'm not dying a lot. On my PC, though, I'm dying a lot, and that's because I don't have the proper equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you a lot of XP.
It does.
So there's that. So my levels is gonna go up, zoom, you know. But it gives me. I need to grind more for better equipment. That's what you have to do. Maybe some people don't like that because the equipment that they have on now just isn't doing it for them.
Right. It is definitely harder. It is definitely more of a challenge. There's no doubt about that.
If you're well equipped for it, though, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
You know, that's one thing about Fallout 76 as a whole. This is not a it's probably one of the hardest Fallouts there is to play, really. I mean, it's a very challenging game to play.
Yeah.
You're not just going to sit down, play it, and have good action. You really it's a strategic game. And One Wasteland makes it a little bit harder, but it pays off so well if you work on your build. And that's what made me love the older Fallout games. It was a strategic game where you worked on your build and you could make your character the way that you wanted it. I think that's what really turned some people off with Fallout 4. You couldn't make your character the way you wanted it. By the end of Fallout 4, everybody's character was the exact same. Everybody's character was Superman. So
yeah,
you know,
you could throw that game on very hard and fly through the world and have like 1,000 stim packs. Just never use one on very hard and be okay. So
yeah.
That was Fallout 4.
But I am encouraged by Season 2. I think the prizes are better in Season 2 as well. I think there's some really cool things. I love all the games, the foosball table, the train.
I was going to say, I want the foosball table.
The train. I already got the foosball table, but I want the train. Yeah, I want the train.
I want the train. Oh, gosh. I need that train.
We are going to go through exactly what we're going to get all the way through Christmas, and we'll do that kind of quickly through this podcast, but I want to jump ahead to something that is so special that is coming very soon. It's probably coming end of October, 1st of November, which is the Fallout shelters. And this is something, if you are a builder, and even if you're not, think about all the things that they are giving us now through seasons. We're getting all this cool things like the foos table. I've got enough stuff to make a complete game room now at my house. I've got a weight bench. I've got a foos table. I'm about to have the duck shoot game, the old classic arcade game. So I'm going to have a game room at my house.
That's awesome.
Yes, but my budget is out. Everybody says, we can't do it because our budget's out. Well, what's going to happen with these Fallout shelters? It's going to be an instanced, that word's hard to say, place in our camp, which is going to be an entirely separate budget from our camp. So you'll still have your camp just the way it is, but this Fallout shelter will be a totally different budget. And from what they say, the budget's going to be a lot bigger than your normal camp budget. So you can basically go crazy and put it in and just stack stuff in there. So that sounds amazing.
That's awesome. I can't wait for that. I wonder when we're getting it. Does it say on the roadmap when?
It's actually right at the start. It looks like it's right at the start of November. It looks like it comes in right when Still Dawn comes in. The main update was Still Dawn.
That's cool.
So when we get the update, when like when Wastelanders came in, when Still Dawn comes in November, it looks like we're going to get the shelters. So
I'm so looking forward to that.
Yeah,
that's going to be so cool.
It's going to be the main winter update for Fallout 76. So
okay, awesome. So they're not doing, the one thing I noticed, they're not doing two separate updates, because in the beginning, weren't we supposed to get like the Brotherhood of Steel update in the fall and the winter?
Yeah, it looks like they are combining them into one.
Not split anymore, yeah. And that's good.
Yeah. But now Bethesda always does sneaky little surprise things. And I say that because, they will give us patch notes and tell us what they've done with the update. But like this last update number 22, and I try to report on this in my live streams. I don't do a video on everything anymore. I used to try to do an update on everything, and that just wore me out. But I try to tell people on my live streams and on the KingCast. But this last update, there were so many unreported things that they did. Like there are things out in the world that they changed. There are locations that are changed that they didn't tell anybody. There are whole places, like there's one place, Lewis and Sons. It is a place that used to be abandoned that just had Scorch there. Now it has a note on the barn. The barn is locked up, and it says something like, this is no longer a abandoned place, that it's going to be occupied, so don't mess with it. There's new lumber there. You can tell that things have changed. There's a cow there now. There's things planted. The house is starting to be built.
That's cool.
Yeah, so if you keep exploring, you're going to find these little things. And Bethesda puts these things in the world for you to find. They don't want to tell you,
Yeah, now I don't know if it was a Wastelanders update. Maybe it's me lack of exploring, if you will. But I recently ran into something that was new for me. So I believe over the it's in the Toxic Valley, and I walk over to some random house, and there's this couple there, and like all dressed up. She has a dress on, he has a suit on, and they say how they could have been in the vault, but he didn't go, and they stayed outside, and they're, I thought that was really cool. They had a little story. I don't know if that was,
I've seen that. It's a random encounter. I've seen that.
Was that a Wastelanders thing, or was that recently put in the game?
I don't know if that came in with Wastelanders or a little bit after. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. I thought that was a great touch. I was like, wow. I think that they went to high school together or something.
Yeah, that is cool. I
thought that was sweet. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So.
If you don't mind, I'll give just a little plug. If you guys do want to see, there are 3 new places that Bethesda has changed in the world that I have found, at least. And I show you at the very end of my last live stream. So if you'll go to my live stream and go to the very end of my last live stream, and you can see the 3 places in the world that Bethesda's changed. So a little plug there if you want to see those places. So shelters, I'm so excited about the Fallout shelters in our camps. So let's go through and see what Bethesda has in store now for the rest of this year. Right now, Meat Week is going on, of course. That is very popular with everyone. Meat Week Double Score Weekend starts October the 1st. Of course, that is to help us with that season 2. And when Double Score is going on, just a little hint, when you get your weekly challenges, not your daily ones, but your weekly ones, wait on Double Score. This next weekly challenge, Joe, it comes out on Tuesday. Wait until Double Score, because that will give you a lot more for those weekly challenges. Then we have the Treasure Hunter weekend that's coming up next. You know, those are the mole miners that carry the big backpacks and the radio signal. Did you do that last time? Oh, yeah,
No.
that's really cool. It's almost like the Scorched event that had the jingle bells, but these guys have this radio signal that you hear, and you're hunting them out in the world, and they have different pails. There's 3 different pails that they have. One has better stuff. You know, there's 3 different levels of stuff that they have on them. But it's a very neat event. And that one, y'all pardon me as my old eyes have to look over here. That one starts October the 15th through the 19th. And I'm wondering if they are going to add new stuff. Last time they had the Treasure Hunters outfit, the Insurgents outfit. They had the gorilla, the stuffed gorilla. They had all kinds of neat little things that you could find in those things. Then in October, right after that, patch 23 comes out. They've not announced everything that's coming in patch 23, but we know some goodies are coming. But what I really want to talk to you about, because this is a mystery that everybody's wanting to know about, you know what happens at the end of October.
Oh, yeah.
Before Halloween. Yes. The anniversary of the bombs dropping. October 23rd. Is that right? Isn't that the anniversary?
October 23rd, the anniversary of the Great War.
Yes. For the first time, and I think this is great that Bethesda's doing this, they have a whole week worth of events scheduled, but they're not telling us what they are. There you go. They're calling it the Bombs Drop Week Events. So they've got a whole week worth of events scheduled, and they're not telling us what they are. What in the world do you think that might be?
What the heck does this entail, King?
I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Is this a bomb just gonna drop every 2 seconds?
I don't know.
Every like half hour? Hey, a bomb event. What?
I don't know. I don't know what it could be.
No.
Is it a brand new? Is it one event that they've made? Is it old events coming back? I mean, let your mind go. Yeah, it's called Bombs Drop Week Events. And then on the 23rd, it's called Bombs Drop Day. There's a special, so it's going to be a special day. So that whole week, whole week worth of events. So that
maybe it's you preparing for it. Preparing for the day.
I don't know what it's going to be.
And then the bomb's going to drop.
But it's I love the special events. I love Meat Week. I love Foshnot. I love the Mischief Night on Halloween. Speaking of Halloween, everybody was upset when this list came out that there was not a Halloween event listed on it. And everybody took to Twitter and to Facebook and to Reddit and was griping. So Bethesda came out with a statement and said, and this is kind of interesting and I want to get your take. They said because of the bugs,
I hate bugs.
Mischief Night, they were not going to do Mischief Night again this year.
Yeah, that I did it, I think, with you once last year.
I loved it. I loved that.
And someone named Napoleon. We did it.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. I stunk. I was so bad. But that was a lot of fun.
I love Mischief Night. Now, I've heard, of course, we were on a private server. I've heard it was a lot buggier on the public servers. But because everybody was saying we want a Halloween event, Bethesda said they're going to give us an event for Halloween. Now, does that mean a new event? Does that mean they're going to bring an old event back? But it's not going to be Mischief Night.
I want another shot at another Deathclaw mask. The Fashion Parade. I want it. Let's go.
I mean, we could have Foshnot for Halloween. Who knows? That could be.
Halloween in Helvetia, right?
That could be Halloween in Helvetia. Maybe they'll put pumpkins up in Helvetia.
Yeah, pumpkins, a lot of decorations. There might be some up already for Halloween, though. I know in Fallout 4 there was, because October 23rd.
There is all over the world because yes, it is.
So it'll fit everywhere, really.
Yes, it is.
Halloween.
It is October in the world all the time. Yeah.
It's very interesting.
But that is good news. So we are going to have a Halloween event, even though if you've looked on the timeline and there's not one, Bethesda has released a statement and said they are giving us some kind of event for Halloween. But if you wanted Mischief Night, see, and I found that kind of funny, though. It seems like it would be easier to fix the bugs of Mischief Night than to make a whole new event. But I don't think they're going to make a new event. I think they're going to give us something like Foshnot or something that we already have.
I think it'll be Foshnot. I don't think they're gonna throw another meat week at us, a third one.
It would be a fourth one.
Which fourth one?
Yeah.
Which one do you think is more popular, meat week or Foshnot?
Foshnot.
Foshnot. Yeah. See, I want Foshnot. I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun. It was a 2-week event last time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I got the Deathclaw mask. Remember that? On PC, first try, Deathclaw mask.
But man, Mischief Night was fun. I really love Mischief Night.
Yeah.
Well, that is just through October. Think about all we just said. You've got Meat Week, which is an event, Double Score Weekend, Treasure Hunter, which is an event, Patch 23, Bombs Drop Week, which is an event, and then the Halloween event. Look at that. That is in 1 month. That is 6 major things in 1 month. That is amazing. That brings us to November. November, of course, this is when the Steel Dawn and the camp structures and all this, we're coming into November, December, but you get the Treasure Hunter event comes back again. You have another weekend of the treasure hunt. Then you have the bonus challenge week. That means they're going to give you extra challenges on the season. So your daily challenge, instead of having 8, you'll have 9 and 10, which gives you extra time to catch up. Then, of course, the anniversary, the 2-year anniversary of Fallout 76. I wonder if they're going to do something special on that day.
They might. That'd be cool. But see, they already do all these cool things. Like, what can they do? Like, what's special? Maybe gift people atoms? People who've been playing since day one?
Who knows?
1,000 atoms. Here you go.
They are so good at doing things, though. And again, that's what makes this game so neat. I love these events.
Yeah.
I never thought I could like a multiplayer game like I like this one. It's so neat to say, what's going on this week?
Yeah.
What's going on next week?
I actually want to ask you a question. It's kind of deviating from everything we're talking about. Okay. But I think it's a necessary question.
Sure.
Obviously, Microsoft purchased Bethesda.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Do you think in the future Fallout first becomes either cheaper or goes away or altered? Do you think anything happens with now Minecraft? I know Minecraft has realms. So like, do you think at least Fallout first could change a bit? Maybe offer us more value? Maybe customize our private worlds? Just like you could do with Minecraft?
I do think more will come in the future. As far as taking it away, absolutely not. Because in the beginning, Fallout First was an experiment, and they even said this behind the scenes, that they were going to see how popular it was, that they might have even adjusted the price range or whatever. And the absolute truth of Fallout First is it was an overwhelming success. There are a lot of Fallout First subscribers, and that's just the absolute truth. So no, they're not going to do away with. That's where a lot of their money is coming from, is Fallout First subscribers.
Do you think it could go down in price?
Um, they may run specials. You might see
'Cause
sales.
Microsoft.
Yeah, you might absolutely see sales. After the 2-year anniversary, you've got another double score week, a whole double score week. Go ahead.
Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No comment, please.
Okay.
Can you
There you go.
Can you imagine now? See, this is where Bethesda is trying to get everybody caught up toward the end. A whole week of double score, not weekend, but double score. Then another treasure hunter weekend. Then a double XP weekend, what you wanted. Then coming in toward the end of December, one of my very favorite events of all time, the Holiday Scorched event. Do you like the Christmas event with the Scorched and the Jingle Bells? See, I love those. The legendary Scorched.
I didn't play it last year.
What? That was one of my
I
very
gotta
favorites.
be honest. To be honest, I don't think I played Xbox that week or PC that week. I don't think I gamed at all.
That was my
because the wife was on vacation from work. So
in fact, if I had to put my 3 favorite events, it would be the Scorch Holiday event, Mischief Night, and Fosh-Knot. That's my 3 favorites. So yes,
I gotta play the Scorched one then. I gotta get down to
it. You can sit on a. My lupus just kicked in. The place that the Scorch beasts come out of. The
fission.
Yeah, there you go. And you can take
the fissure side.
Yeah, you can pick the ultrasite, and every time you pick a piece of ultrasite, more Scorch come. That makes the Scorch spawn every time you pick a piece of ultrasite. So all you got to do is sit there on those sites and pick a piece of ultrasite, and here come the Scorched. And normally there'll be one of those Jingle Bell guys in that group. Oh, yeah, and it's so cool. It's so fun.
And then what do you get from it? Like,
he will be a legendary. So you'll get a legendary item, and you'll get a present. That's where the presents came from, and that's where we got all the mounted heads from last year. All of the mounted heads came from those. Plus, we got plans from all the Prime Receiver plans and all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see what they put in it this year, because obviously they'll have to add from it. So, guys, major events, major content coming. We didn't even touch on Steel Dawn, which is going to be in there, which is going to be maybe not quite as big as Wastelanders, but on the scale of Wastelanders. It's going to be one of those things with a reputation thing. It's going to have a quest line. I can't wait to get into Steel Dawn. That's a lot of content for what we've got left. Think about it. We're sitting here right on the end of September. You've just got October, November, December. You've just got a little over 3 months. And you've got a major DLC like Wastelanders coming. Plus, think of all the events we just named. That's a lot of content. That's a lot to get excited about in Fallout 76. You see why I love the game so much?
Yeah. I wonder what's next after all this stuff. I want to know more.
You know what? You're like the little boy at Christmas and open all your presents and go, "Is this it? Is this it?"
Yeah.
What am I getting next year?
I was. Yeah. No, I wasn't like that. My sister, she used to spoil the heck out of me. Big age difference. She bought me a PlayStation 2 one year. She got me like 12 games. I had enough. You know?
Yeah. But no, that is the exciting thing about this game. It's always what's coming next. What's coming next? What's coming next? I think one of my favorite things about Bethesda games is thinking about what is coming. I love thinking about Starfield. What is it going to be? You know, thinking about the Elder Scrolls 6. What is it going to be? Where are we going to get to explore? I remember when Fallout 76 came out, and which really was one of the reasons I started covering it so much with everybody else griping. It was so great to get to explore some of these places for the first time and see this world open up I love the excitement of seeing Bethesda places for the first time. It's so exciting.
Yeah, no, it is.
And like I said, this is not a stagnant game. It's always almost look. It's every week. If you sit here and look at this timeline that we just went down, it's almost every week something new coming. And I go back and bless his heart, he's not at Bethesda anymore. But I love Chris Myers. He says that games like this live or die by new content coming out, and they are definitely living by that model at Fallout 76. So
yeah, man, I'm excited. I mean, what makes you think that? I know we're at the end, King. What makes you think that Steel Dawn won't be as big as Wastelanders? Because I honestly think, I'm sorry to cut you off. I honestly think that Wastelanders was just the beginning.
Oh, absolutely.
I think maybe Steel Dawn, that could be like the meat, more meat. It's like they started you off with a piece of bread, some meat, and then we're gonna throw some meat in there, more meat, some condiments, all that stuff. I think it's gonna.
This is just my thought.
Okay.
I don't know this.
Yeah.
I think Steel Dawn may be something they are going to build upon. I don't know if Steel Dawn is going to be the whole DLC of the Brotherhood of Steel. I think it may just be the first part, because they had it broke up in Steel Dawn and Fractured Steel, or whatever they called it. You were talking about what comes next. I don't know if the story of the Brotherhood of Steel is done. Wastelanders had the whole part of the Wayward and the Vault and all that. I think this is probably going to be a story that keeps going with the Brotherhood for a little bit.
I just thought of something. What if it's this, right? You have the Brotherhood, you have the Enclave, those two. I'm just saying. And then their quest is to get to Washington, D.C.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? Yeah, I like it. I like it.
What if they,
Well, we know we're eventually going outside the map. We've talked about it. They've talked about it. So that is great.
That's exciting.
Well, Joe, we could sit here and talk about it and speculate forever, but I hope you guys have enjoyed taking a look at the roadmap for the rest of this year, and I hope it excited you just half as much as it does me and Joe. Joe, thank you so much for being here on the podcast. As always, you're the greatest co-host that a guy like me could have. You are my brother. You are my friend, and I love you so much. And we love you guys. If you haven't subscribed to Joey Caps, the legend, why not? Do it right now.
I'm wearing a Tiger shirt, guys. Subscribe to me.
Well, do it anyway. We will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.